Yes, what's going on, guys? Welcome to an on the shit. Let me turn this shit on. Make this, see if this makes it any better. Yo, what's going on, guys? Oh my god, what a day! What a day indeed. Flipping, been so pissed off, fuming, absolutely fuming. And you know why? For no reason. God knows, it's just one of them days. I was alright from like the morning. Okay, open up. Yeah, alright all day, and then was on my way to the gym. I was supposed to train at Flex and Tone, or I thought I'd train at Flex and Tone. Yeah, I was supposed to train at Flex and Tone, and then all my stuff's at my gym as usual. Pre-workout and like supports and belt and all that shit, and I thought, alright, just pass by my gym and grab the stuff, and then on the way to my gym I thought, oh, fuck it, I cannot be asked going Flex and Tone. It was only for shoulders. I thought, right, I'll just do it at my gym. Worst mistake ever. And nothing was wrong with the session. It was actually a very strong session, but mentally it was horrific. It was absolutely horrific. Oh, they're causing a crash there, doing some illegal movements, but fuck it, stay there. Fucking hell, where was I swear someone's testing me today. Someone is testing me. Just went in the shop to go and grab some bits for my bike, which I ordered, getting delivered to my shop because it's a fucking ball ache, like actually getting them delivered to my flat, because I'm never at home when they want to deliver, and yeah, even when I'm at home there's still issues. So yeah, it's just hard work. So getting delivered to my local shop or to my work, but as it's a big parcel, I thought get delivered to the shop. So going there, fucking like, alright, cool, scans the barcode, and then she's there looking for ages for the parcel, but in between that she just keeps serving flipping customers and going back and forth, and then takes about 5 minutes. And then again, says, oh, can I have the barcode? Scans it again. Goes, gets me stuff. Has to scan it again. And then I leave the shop, get ready to put my boot. She comes running out. Says, oh, I scanned the wrong barcode. Takes back in, and then turns out that she scanned the right barcode. Yeah. Annoying. But anyway, where was I? My training session today, good strong session, but like I said, mentally it was fucking challenging. I did not need to be in my gym today. Yeah, I did not want to be there at all. I should have just went Flex, but it served me right. No, I thought I'd just take the easier option, and it did not pay off at all. And yeah, so I was just absolutely fuming throughout the whole fucking session. What's going on there? Yep. And still not too happy right now, to be honest, as you can probably tell. Yeah, so, and now I'm driving. I'm actually going to see Phil Heath, an audience for Phil Heath. It's in Wigan, and I was debating about going, and then I thought, oh, do you know what, I'm going to go when he's in Stoke. And I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to go, cheer myself up, and fucking see what it's all about, because there's not much, well, there weren't much information, but then I actually went on the little thing on Facebook and they gave me a little bit more information. So yeah, gonna be like a speech from him and that, and Q&A. Got Giles and AJ from I say Pump Media, that's the studios, from MD Global Muscle Radio. So I'm looking forward to that because I'm a big fan of that show in particular. It's something which I watch quite often. So, oh shit, where am I going? What the fuck? Oh my god, come on Theo, sort your head out. Taking wrong turns, and it's going to take me a while to get there as well, as it is. So right, where was I? Fuck me. But yeah, so got them doing their bits, which I'm looking forward to. Should be a good laugh. I'm actually going on my wands, but you know what, I'm not even asked. I just need to do something. I enjoy my own company. I do most things on my own. So yeah, Phil Heath, here we come. Here I come. Solo. Do you know? Jeez. But yeah, besides that of today, you know, I wasn't even gonna do, well, I wanted to do a vlog. I actually planned it out, like, I put it in my things of daily things to do, and yeah, and then I kind of changed my mind. I thought I'm not gonna do it because I'm a bit pissed off and I don't want to rant. But I thought, you know, let's actually keep it real and show like how prep really is, because this is my 15th week of dieting, and pretty much up to now I've been cool as a cucumber. Absolutely cool. It's been fine. No major issues at all. Like, you know, a tiny bit of hunger here and there, but nothing that I can't really cope with. I've suffered more in the past. Still might be some suffering now as we get closer to the competition, because I've still got, what, 6.5 weeks to the Midlands. Yeah, so I've still got time, and then, you know, other shows, British and all that. So yeah, it could be a long road yet. It could be a long road. So, but right now it's been, I'd say, pretty easy. Yeah, pretty easy. But yeah, first day where I've actually been a bit stressed, but for no reason at all. It's had a nice relaxed day, like clients wise and that, but just out of the blue. Also, I think it's just a bit of build up from training so often. You know, I think I need a bit of a break. I don't really do deloads to that. My type of deload is just like cut down the sessions or have a few days off and then get back to it. So I'm supposed to train shoulders on their own today, but I end up throwing in chest with it, so I can just like cut down the sessions this week to maybe 3 or 4 at a push. We'll just see how it goes, see how I feel. But I definitely need a bit more rest because I'm waking up super early and my days are long, and yeah, definitely need some rest because I'm training hard. Training real hard, mate, real hard. But one thing, even though I was pissed off, you know, I still felt like I'm making progress. Posing and shit looks decent, so yeah, can't be too mad at that. But yeah, I was doing a lot of posts and deletes today, well, mainly on the Instagram story, just because I was just annoyed, and yeah, annoyed. But yeah, and let's talk about prep since my last vlog. Like I said, it's been going pretty smooth. Only thing that I've had an issue with is probably digestion. So yeah, I just felt like quite bloated in that, and that was mainly this week. I thought something ain't right. I thought it was the potatoes at first, but then Rob said take the fibre out the veg. So watch the road, run you over. Yeah, so the veg. So we've took that out, and now everything's cool. So things are having a little bit too much fibre. You know, it didn't seem like a lot at first in terms of like from the when you just glance at what you're eating, but you know, lots of things contain fibre, and yeah, I'm going this way. Yeah, so I know the little bits of fibre from each individual food group just adds up and causes bloating and digestion issues. Yeah, well, that's sorted. That's sorted. Okay, so I just stopped filming yesterday whilst I was in the car because I needed Google Maps on the full screen, not just a little tiny box which I had it on, because I was making wrong turns, there's a lot of traffic, and you know, I just needed to focus on actually getting to the event. At one point I thought, you know what, I might just turn around and go back home. I thought, I've already bought a ticket, I'm not going to waste my money, and I know once I get there then I'll be glad that I went. And when I did go, I was happy that I actually reached the event. Got there a little bit late. As a matter of fact, they had like an intro video just before Phil was supposed to walk out, and as that's playing, I'm there walking through the corridor and getting to the entrance, and I'm thinking, shit, is that Phil Heath? So I see Phil Heath, the guy that's massive, mate. Absolute, like, really impressive. I've seen that like Body Power before, but like just to see him there in the flesh, like in like a normal atmosphere, is crazy. So he was there, Giles and AJ, and I thought I was like backstage or something, but I said no, quickly go in. So as the intro video was being played to introduce Phil Heath, what happens? I walk through the door instead. So I think people are a little bit let down from that, but yeah, I don't think I spoiled it too much. But anyway, I was happy that I went. Really good like event. I'm not going to get into too much detail about it because I know that it's got quite a few more tours to do up and down the country, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But what I will say is that there was some motivational speeches. Usually I'm not really susceptible to all the motivational speeches and quotes and all that, because it's not something which I particularly lack. I wake up every day pretty much motivated. I'm always wanting to progress and you know, reach my goals and fulfill my potential. So yeah, that's not something which I kind of need in my life, but on the other hand, it's not something which I'm going to overlook and just completely disregard, because you know, your motivation can be amplified, and so when I do see certain stuff, it, you know, that does make me just give me a little bit more of an edge. And yeah, so it's always good to listen to other people, their experiences, and get help, and well, not even get help, but just like little hints and tips and on just life in general, and that was good. For me, I'm more of someone who needs like more, not direction, but instructions or methods to actually reach my goals. That's the kind of content which I generally look for. So when I'm on social media, YouTube videos and all of that, I'm looking at strategies to reach goals, not something which is going to motivate me to do these strategies, but just, you know, something which is actually directly going to get me to my goals, because I've got the drive there. It's just about knowing what to do, you know. But in a nutshell, I know that I'm going to get to where I want to be. It's just a matter of time, and that's how I see it with anything in which I'm really interested in. So yeah, it's like I said before, it's not something which I particularly lack. But anyway, yeah, so following the whole Phil Heath stuff, got back home, felt nice and relaxed. The drive there and drive back was actually good after the traffic. You know, it just felt good, like a good 30 minutes or so, just to unwind, had the music playing, and really mellowed me out, because yesterday was just such a weird day from like the training, from when I started training to the end of the day. So yeah, and just the thing is, I was actually going to do some recording when I got to Flex and Told, and I'm glad that didn't go now, because I left my memory card at home, so that would have pissed me right off. It was just really done me nothing, so I'm glad that I didn't do that anyway. But today is going to be a good day, not so much for dieting, but I've got my food tasting later on with the missus, because some of you may know that we're getting married next year, and you know, we booked him with the caterers and that to check out the menu. So we've got to do that, and I know I'm prepping, but there's no way I'm spending all that money and not trying the food. So I'm not going to go OTT and really stuff my face. To be honest, I don't think that there'll be a whole load of food anyway, but still, I'm not going to go overboard. That's not the plan. But I spoke to Rob about it. He's cool about it. He just said do more cardio, and that's what I've been doing from like the beginning of the week now, and just added in some extra steps and a bit more cardio, and I'll do that throughout the week. Today I'm actually having a rest day. I needed it. I'm just going to train my clients. I'm going to walk to and from the gym, get some more steps in, keep the activity high, and yeah, go to the thing later on. So one of the things that I want to talk about is actually training with an injury. Now this is something which I come across quite often. Lots of people they'll ask what to do, you know, and the answer always is try and train around it if you can. Unless like you literally got a broken leg, don't try and train legs, or you know, something like that. But if it's some type of impingement, or you know, a little bit of soreness which stops you from doing certain movements, then and do something which won't aggravate that. Anything which works any muscles close to it, I won't push the weight too hard, too heavy I should say, and yeah, but just make sure that you're still training regularly. Even if you couldn't train the whole of your upper body for whatever reason, go in the gym, train your legs. I train them 2-3 times a week just to keep that momentum going. I'm not saying you have to go super hard and heavy every time, but you want to keep that momentum going, because what usually happens is that when people stop training, either if they go on holiday or they've taken a break for some reason, they've had an injury, you know, they might have been, whilst they was training, they might have been eating really well and making a lot of progress, but as soon as they stop training, then the eating kind of goes to pot, and all the progress which they made, you know, just kind of gets undone. So when they actually finally make it back to the gym, maybe after a month to 6 months even, you know, they come back in even worse shape. So it's very important to keep that momentum going, and don't lose faith and don't lose hope, and sometimes it's more important to rehab the actual issue rather than just to leave it and hope that it just fixes itself, because a lot of the times, even if you do leave it and it feels better when you come back, you know, that issue, it'll come back again if you don't know how to prevent it, or you know, or if you've not completely fixed it in the past. So yeah, get massages if you need to, and you know, see a physio. Don't just do nothing. That's probably one of the worst things that you can do. One topic which I want to talk about in particular is whether or not GPs are helpful in the health and fitness industry, because like speaking to my clients and stuff, one in particular is an older guy, and he had high cholesterol before I started training with me, and straight away the doctor wanted to prescribe him with medication which he was going to be on for like the rest of his life. And luckily, like me, he's not a fan of medication, and he was like, no way, I'm not doing that. He's going to find like alternative means. So luckily his fitness goals complemented the lowering of cholesterol. So the foods which was going to be in, you know, was going to be a lot lower in cholesterol. And after 3 weeks alone, his cholesterol dropped from 6.9 down to 4.2, which is a much better level, and that's just within 3 weeks. And so he doesn't have to take medication. He just controls it all with his diet. Now, I know other people who have actually gone and just taken medication without maybe they've not got the knowledge of like being able to control a lot of illnesses or things which they do have just by sorting out their diet. I know some people are just lazy and would prefer just to pop a few pills and continue to go and eat the fast foods and stuff like that, but I think there's definitely a lack of education from GPs, and it's more of, you know, take a few pills and, you know, on your way, because I do know that they have very tight time schedules in terms of allocated slots per patient, so they're not going to sit there for 45 minutes, an hour, explaining stuff and going through different methods and different possibilities. Now, this is where I think it's kind of a bit sad, really, because you know, really and truly, you want to find the most helpful way, and just giving someone some pills is definitely not something which is gonna help the root cause. So if someone's got a bad diet, giving them a few pills to keep the cholesterol down might help that bit, but the bad diet will probably cause them to have other health issues. So, you know, it's something which definitely needs working on, in my opinion. Now, I'm not slagging off GPs because, you know, they do a good job in general, but in terms of the health and fitness industry, I think they need either educating more about it, because I know there's been clients who have gone to see them and have not even been asked questions about, like, if they're taking supplements or vitamins or anything like that. So when they're checking all of their levels of different stuff, and some of the higher than others, you know, straight away they're thinking it's one thing, but like my clients have been taking a supplement in that department, which raises that level. So, you know, it's just things like that. You know, for me as a PT, it's just common sense just to ask if people are taking any supplements at all, whether the over-the-counter or banned substances or anything. You know, it's because pretty much everyone takes something nowadays, one way or another. And for a GP not to ask like a simple question like that is quite mind-blowing, especially with how big the fitness industry is now. So I'm going to wrap things up there. You know, you've had me a little car rant and stuff, but I just want to thank everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this vlog, and please like, subscribe, comment, share. And you know, the last video, it actually done really well. I saw a lot of people putting it on stories and that, which I absolutely loved. It really does make me like really happy inside, because I do enjoy doing these things, and it's good to see that other people enjoy the content. So thank you, please keep doing that, and if you have any questions at all, just send them across either in the comments below or message me on Instagram. All details will be in the description section anyway. But like I said, thanks for watching, take care, peace.